Well, I guess we're now live. We get to start spitting in the wind, talking about the awesome old days when we got us started on the path, all the cool stuff that got us started on the path we got on.
Yeah.
So I'll rehash what I said later on the first one in this one, but you go. Tell me what was it? You were just telling us about that coffee computer earlier on.
Oh yeah.
Rehash that out and drift into other stuff that got you interested in science and stuff, or the things you're interested in.
Well, I mean, I was interested in science the whole time, but it just so happens that when I was a wee little 10 or 12-year-old, I forget exactly how old I was, we did a trip to Canada as a Boy Scout thing, and we visited the Canadian Science Center. They're the ones with that big ear where you stand in the center of the room and you can hear somebody whispering. I think you have to be. I forget which way it is. Either you have to be at the ear or in the center.
Where they have the two barrel, the parabolical dishes, and they had that little ring, and if you talk near the one ring, no one could hear you in between. But if you were at the other end, near the other ring, you could hear the other person.
Yeah, you can whisper and hear them.
Yeah. I remember that. Oh, I remember that. That was awesome.
I don't remember much more about that science center because it was, after all, 40-something years ago. But it goes to show you, how the advances in 40-something years. Like I said before you went live, that podium-looking box. It was like a podium. It stood about the height. Well, I was only a kid, so I guess it was actually lower than I can imagine. But it was low enough that I can play with the controls. And it was basically a box that said coffee. And it was at the time where they were trying to get computers to talk. So this thing said coffee. And it was like coffee, 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 coffee.
Awesome.
So I think I'm doing a pretty good imitation of it. But we're talking more than 40 years ago. So, I'm 56 now. But it's amazing how things changed.
That's really awesome. Oh, cool. We got... that fella I was hoping he would come in. Welcome, my
Translate?
Yeah. I'm subscribed to him on YouTube, and I like a lot of his contents. He had Paleo World. And,
oh, really? I think he's having audio problems.
You having audio problems?
I'm gonna mute for a while and see if he can fix it.
Same here. Give him a chance. Oh, I hope he can fix his audio. YouTube channel. I hear him banging on stuff. Can you hear us?
You guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
There he is.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm not as dumb as I thought. Sweet.
Your mic sensitivity.
You're really loud.
Oh, okay.
I have to do this a lot. Because my audio jumps all over the place, but I'm going to share screen and I'll quickly show you what I have to do. Entire screen share, lock onto me, and this is what I have to do. I go into recording. I right click on my little speaker. I go into recording, and I go on the microphone I'm using, and every now and then I have to slam this down.
I have to have mine all the way up all the time.
Oh.
Unless I'm talking really loud and close to the microphone when I'm shouting at some jerk like Fizzbomb.
Yeah, no kidding. But, because if mine goes over 85, I think, I start echoing on everybody.
Yeah, no, I have to have mine automatically lowers because it gets too loud for the computer or something.
So, I get slightly starstruck here. I get to meet one of the YouTube channels that I really like because had the paleo news and stuff. Welcome. What?
Thank you. I'm just.
You're cutting in and out.
Sorry, I've never done this before.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a noob too, so I decided to hold this hangout. As I said in the other one, I decided to hold these hangouts because I was going on my hard drive and I was looking through and I came across all these old science shows and stuff that I managed to collect, and I was just feeling all nostalgic, and I thought, you know what? I'll pull anybody who wants to come in and talk about various things in their past that that sparked their interest, and just have a good old time, as best as we can.
Tyron, I think if you're running on Wi-Fi, I would suggest you get closer to your router or Wi-Fi source. If you're not, then I don't know what the in and out thing is about.
I have to. Yeah, I may have to actually try this another time.
Oh, now you're just starting to sound good, Jordan. Isn't that it?
Hey, really?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
So before we lose you again, well, we'll set the focus on you. Tell us, maybe turn off your video. You don't necessarily need go with an icon.
Okay.
It might help with the bandwidth. What gems do you have for us? What inspired? What's the earliest memory you have of something sciencey that started your fascination on with fossils and stuff, dinosaurs?
Park, as with a lot of people. But also as a kid, I watched a lot of that show Paleo World. I don't know if you guys heard of that.
I think I have Paleo World. That sounds so familiar. I was trying to remember.
It sounds familiar. I don't remember the last time I watched it. Are you
That was
I'm sorry. I was just going to ask you, are you like a real paleontologist, investigator, or are you going to school for it, or are you just like me, just an enthusiast?
I'm going to school for it, and I've done some paleo work as well.
Excellent, excellent. I need to add you to my scientist circles.
Yeah, he's got a nice channel. It's small. I'm gonna put a link to his channel in the description because slightly starstruck here. I really like it. I mean, paleo. When I just stumbled across his paleo news, I was just like hooked. It's like all these little cool tidbits of new things, that we're finding out and stuff like that.
I'm surprised you like it. I think they're kind of boring.
I'm a strange person. Yeah, the things I liked when I was a kid. Yeah, let's just say I kept it secret from all my friends because it generally bored the bleep out of them. So, like as I was saying in the other Hangout podcast, whatever you want to call it. I can't remember the name of it, but we had this. Up here in Canada, we had a lot of smaller publicly funded channels, and there was usually one per province. And on it, it had this science show that just talked about all types of science thingies. Like I know there were things before then, but that was the real big one that I was hooked on. That and it would explain different things from physics to even covered. How they knew the age of dinosaur bones and stuff like that, and not that I can remember a lot of it. I used to have them on VHS, but I never got an opportunity to digitize them.
Well, my fascination with the extinction and things like that, it delves into the astronomy that I'm interested in. The fact that they actually found a layer of iridium, traces of iridium around the Gulf of Mexico, the whole crater, and the whole crater thing was actually found by a company searching for oil, because they were using they were flying over using two different instruments trying to find one was gravitational, one was magnetic. When they laid the two over, they realized that the peninsula, what do you call it? Peninsula was a freaking crater of ancient times. And further investigation, they found traces of iridium, not to mention the molten glass product that you get only from high impact meteor. So I mean, this was. To me, it was amazing. It was fascinating to think that they actually were able to trace the Yucatan Peninsula to this ancient crater that probably killed off the dinosaurs. I'm like, wow, that's fucking amazing. I mean, the fact that they actually serendipitously looking for oil and using those instruments given to the planetary scientists, realized that this was a crater. That was even better. That was even more better yet.
What's kind of awesome is that the physicist who worked in that area didn't really like paleontologists, and yet he kind of solved the big dinosaur killing mystery, so it's pretty awesome.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and you know, in the first hangout, as I was talking about with what started is when I found the James Burke's series, Connections 3, sorry. I do have a few ones from 2, but I could only collect so many at the time I'd gotten them. That's the thing. It's so I found it so amazing that, you know, one discovery here leads to another discovery or development there, and you know, it's so neat when you see that, you know, what, as you pointed out, one scientist who didn't really like paleontology solved paleontology's problems.
Listen, guys, I wish this was a nighttime thing, and I really wanted to talk more, and I just met somebody really cool, Tyrant, but I have some duties as a person that takes care of some people in this house, and I'm being called away. I apologize for my sudden leaving, but I have no choice. I hope that you're still on when I get back, you know, or maybe we can do it again a little later. And Tyrant, it's a definite pleasure. I'm going to make sure I remember where you are and subscribe to your YouTube channel and everything, if I didn't already.
How long do you think you'll be? Maybe
I don't know. I got to get moving because there's some duties I got to do, and I don't know if it'll be an hour or 2 hours or till midnight. I don't know, but it's one of those things. It's a Sunday here, so.
Well, I can always hold a part 2 of this if you want.
Yeah. It's up to you. I don't want you to make your schedule about me, but this was definitely a good idea, and I would like to keep doing it, but I can't. I have to really split right now. So
okay, you go.
I'll say you later, and I hope to catch up to you.
Okay.
Yeah, good. Nice meeting you.
So, yeah, well, we can finish up and talk about a few things, and if you don't want to stay on here, you can always message me on what's a good time for you, and I can always start a hangout then. Since he says midnight, so that'd be about 10 my time. I could start one at 9:30 my time, which is 12 right now. I don't know what it is for you, but if you think that would be good, and if you wanted to join back in again, I'll see if I can round up a few other people. So, but
Later today.
yeah, later today if you want.
Yeah, if I can, I'll be back.
Okay, sure. So, yeah, we'll just gently wrap things up. And did you have any? Did you want to give a shill to your YouTube channel? I'm going to post the link when I put the video up. I'll see if I can put it in the description and shill your channel a little bit.
Share 24, which I do kind of still use every now and then, but I still mostly use the Go Science Yourself channel because I like that title better.
Yeah, that's the one I knew. That's the one I'm going to use. So give it a shill if you want. Go for it. Say something about it. I know I'm not that popular, but I have a few friends. So
yeah, well, I'm not that popular now. I only have like 40 subscribers, and I think 4 of them are me from other channels. But basically, I keep doing paleo news as often as I can. I do other videos, sometimes bashing creationists, which is kind of fun. And then I'm doing like a trilobite series, mostly geology and paleontology based. But I do have plans to move on to do things like maybe more chemistry related videos and things like that. So it's just basically a generic science channel. If anyone likes boring videos about science.
I say nothing wrong with that. I mean, general science is good. You know, I mean, gotta keep it fresh. You know, keep things changed up.
Yeah. Keep the flow going.
Yeah. You're cutting
Okay,
out.
cool.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
I am.
you're cutting out, so I'm gonna assume you said you're. Unless you had anything else to add. Well, maybe this evening. Oh, there we go. There we go. Maybe this evening it will work a lot better. So, I guess we'll say take care and see you later. And thanks for coming.
All right, cool. Yeah, if you can hear me, thank you for inviting me. This was fun, and I look forward to doing it again.
Sure. Feel free to if you can if you want to round up any YouTube clips, we'll even try and show some clips and